Hello, welcome to Footprints. My name is Samuel Atamensa. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be zooming in to Our Lady of the Moment. I'm not sure you've heard this side of her story, her encounter with KNUST. So we'll be right back. Just stay tuned.
Born on the 17th of November 1948 at Cape Coast in the Central Region, Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings grew to become a Ghanaian politician. She became the First Lady of Ghana in the Fourth Republic under President Jerry John Rawlings. In 2016, she became the first woman to run for president of Ghana under the National Democratic Party, the NDP. Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings tells her story on Footprints now.
Welcome back. Now you know who we are talking about, Mrs. Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings. Madam, welcome.
Thank you.
You never grow old.
Oh gosh, don't say that. I do feel old.
Really? Oh,
yeah, but young enough to go dancing and all that.
Well, that's one. You are cultured with good dancing skills.
Well.
And you've been consistent over decades.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. Thank you for your time. So, you know, many people would know Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings as, okay, now we say the former First Lady. And in your leadership role, you defined a lot of things, advocacy, you know, women leadership, women activism and all that. But here we are trying to look at your footprints and your experience with KNUST, which is what has brought us here. So if you indulge us, we'll just talk about your academic life and then a few other things. I hope that works for us.
Perfectly. Thank
you very much, Ma'am. So, Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, where are you from?
In terms of Ghana?
Yeah, Ghana, of course.
Okay. I'm from Ashanti region.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Direct descendants of the royal family. The Otumfo is my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then you have lands in Ashanti region.
No, but maybe footprints, but not lands.
Oh, okay.
All lands are, reside on Nana. So, my
so
grandfather.
You're an Ashanti through and through.
Yeah.
Wow.
My grandfather had two brothers who were Asantehines in succession.
Are you serious?
Yes.
But okay, let me not go ahead of myself.
we might be derailed.
Okay, so Ashanti proper, yes. both parents.
My mom is half Ashanti from also from the royal family, but not. I've forgotten what it's called. But she's also from Achim. She's half Achim and half Ashanti.
Oh, Ashanti, and then so upbringing. Where were you born?
I was born in Cape Coast.
Hey!
Yes, I was born in Cape Coast. My father...
Are you serious?
Yeah. I believe my brother and I were born in Cape Coast.
Cape Coast?
Yes, my older sister was born in Swedru.
Okay.
And then I believe my brother and I were born in Cape Coast. My father was then the head of UAC in Cape Coast. And you know how the British used to actually decide what you will do when you finish your school.
Yeah.
So from Achimota School, his best friend was Dr. Eastman.
Yeah, Dr. Eastman.
Charlie Eastman. And so both of them wanted to go and read medicine. And the British said, no, you're Ashanti, you're going to do trade. I'm interested in trade, so you're going to read, economics.
Oh, okay.
And so they kind of direct who is doing what. And that's how my father ended up.
Oh, Cape Coast.
Yes.
So did you start school there?
I don't think so. I think I was too young.
Right.
It was when we were in Takwa.
Oh, you moved to Takwa too?
We moved to Takwa. Takwa we had I think that was the main stay of Western region.
At the time. Trading and business activity. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that was far.
Was it? The roads were good. My dad had a car. It was nice.
So where did you start schooling?
In Nkoko.
Hey, Radis.
We were moved to Nkoko.
Cape Coast, there's a Swidru in the corner there, and then Takwa, and then you do about 10 to the eastern region, and then Nkoko. But Nkoko was full of activity
it was,
at the time.
Yeah, it was booming. At the time, I believe they wanted to send my father to Kumasi.
Okay.
But the British had a system of not letting anybody go to their area.
Okay.
So then they moved him to Nkoko to take care of kind of the eastern region area into, you know, the Krobo area and all that.
Wow. So you were in school in Nkoko for how long?
Maybe a year.
Okay, and then moved to... I'm so much in the hurry to get to Accra.
I should have just given you my book.
No, we'll tell them about the book.
Well, from Nkoko, I was a bit young.
Yeah.
So the headmaster was Reverend Ofuswapia.
Okay.
It was a Methodist school. Reverend Ofuswapia said I was too young, but you know the crying and so on. I think my mother was getting irritated, and said just add her to my brother. So my brother and I were in the same class. Yeah. He was older than I was, and I don't think they took it seriously that I was in school, but I went to school anyway.
Yeah.
So my real schooling started in Accra because I really don't know what I did in Nkoko.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but memories.
Yes.
Yeah. So Accra, which school did you?
First, we started with my mom just teaching us in the house because she's a teacher by profession. And then she sent us to a school that had been started called Progress School. So we started the Progress School, and then it was difficult because we didn't speak Ga.
Please, where was the school located?
The school was in, it's near the Osu Cemetery.
That's too close for comfort.
No, it wasn't. I mean, we didn't even...
Progress School near the cemetery.
Yes. When when you walk by the cemetery this way from Osu, the street that sort of goes through in front of the State House. Yeah. Progress School is on this side. I don't know if it's still there.
Oh, no, it's not there. It's not there. The cemetery is very alive.
The main thing.
Yes.
So the Progress School was there.
Oh, okay.
And so that's where we started.
Okay, so which school did you go prior to getting into secondary?
Prior to getting into secondary,
your last school?
Ghana International School.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you went to GIS?
Yes, I was in GIS.
Into secondary school?
Yes.
At the time, they didn't have secondary, or they did?
No, they didn't. They had some 2 years for diplomats, kids, and so on, who would leave anyway. So, when you get to J4, Junior 4, then you can take the common entrance. Junior 3 and Junior 4, you could take common entrance. And then from there, you can leave or stay. If you stay, it means that maybe you're going to England to continue.
Oh, yeah.
Or some other place.
All right.
If you
but
take
why
the
didn't you go to England?
Oh, my parents would never let me. At that age, they wouldn't let me. Because,
But you are wealthy enough to
It has nothing to do with money.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it had anything to do with money. I think that it was more from wanting to make sure that I was brought up the way they wanted. And I wasn't an only child, don't forget.
Of course,
And my sister had already gone to Achimota School.
Oh, lovely.
With another cousin.
Okay.
And my brother had gone to, I think, Axim Secondary School.
Okay.
So.
All right. So tell me, which year did you enter Achimota School? You remember?
61. 61, 62 academic year.
Oh, okay. Okay. And
when was the Republic Day? 60, right?
60.
1960.
Yeah, 1960.
So 61.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but your year group is 65, right? O-level year group.
O-level year.
Your Achimota year group. 66. Okay.
65, 66.
65, 66.
Yeah, because it kind of
of course, there's always an overlap.
Yeah, 65, 66.
Right.
Yeah.
So Achimota School, tell me. I mentioned Achimota School and I see their smiles. So
it was
an experience.
Full of activity.
But you're still young. You're still looking younger than your mates when you went to Achimota School.
We kind of looked the same.
Okay.
There were people who looked bigger than us. There were people who were probably older.
Yeah.
But we all were between the ages
10
11. And 13.
Yeah.
Some of them had come from, Achimotas, they go and select children all over the country. So some may come who are older, but come to Form 1. Yeah.
So what was the experience? You met different people or people you knew from primary school?
Some I met from primary, some from family ties.
Yeah.
And majority, I didn't know.
Wow. So tell me, your whole journey through Achimota School, what was
Achimota was an interesting school because they concentrated on sports.
Right.
And, as they say in Latin, mens sana in corpore sano.
Sano, yes.
A healthy mind
in a healthy
body, or a healthy body now, whichever.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them. So they believed in sports every day.
Wow.
If you are not doing swimming, you're doing the boys' football or netball or, cricket, or you're doing something, volleyball. It was always a must.
Wow.
There were only, I think, 2 days that we did no sports, and that was for gardening and school farm.
Were you involved in that?
Yeah. It was my first time of trying to milk a cow.
Well, I haven't done
cattle.
that before.
You
are not afraid of the cow?
Well, I was in the beginning. I mean, I literally jumped out of the pigsty because the pig was coming towards me, and I'd never seen a pig that close.
Yes.
But you get used to it. And we had to clean it was a comprehensive school.
Yeah.
They made sure that you were rounded up properly. Yeah.
Now, you made new friends in Achimota School.
I did.
Do you still have some of them in your circle of friends, or do you still remember some of them?
Oh, not just remember, they are the closest friends I have.
Yeah, it turns out to be so. Yeah.
Marjorie, Eileen, Vivian, Marjorie Quist, who became Marjorie Abdin.
Mrs. Abdin?
Yes, you know her?
Of course.
Okay.
The light skin, half-caste looking.
Oh, don't say that word. So derogatory.
Oh, sorry about that. But Ghanaians, once you see somebody, we just
light
say
skin,
half-caste.
that's all. No.
Light skin.
It's okay.
Auntie Marjorie, I'm sorry. Yes, I know her.
Vivian was also light skinned. She was also half.
Okay.
Then there was Grace Torto, Eileen Mills, loads of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You remember all these names?
And those I'm still in touch with,
Yeah. But of course, if you are not in touch with them, they will remember you because you've been in the limelight.
Yes, and then we meet,
Yes.
When we have the old
students
association and all that.
But how
every
about
year group.
the males? You remember some of the names?
Yes, definitely.
In school?
Yes, those.
I want the notorious ones.
Reinhold Jagge was notorious. He passed though.
Oh.
There was John Van der Poy. There were the Forsons, Joe Forson and his brother.
Wow.
The Decus, Doe. Yes.
Okay, so
but the one you want me to mention, I won't mention.
No, I don't want you to mention any name yet. But tell me, in Achimota School, what sporting activities were you known for?
Athletics.
Athletics?
I was a sprinter for Achimota School, 100 meters, 200 meters, and the relays, and long and high jump.
There, it means you were the star.
Oh no, there were others who were probably also very good.
So 100 meters, 200.
Then they used to call it 110 yards.
110 yards.
Yeah,
yes,
and 120, 220.
Yes.
And then the high jump and long jump.
And then, you're chopping first? Or you're doing well? But the people say you are doing very well.
Very well.
Yeah, they say you're doing very well. And that's what somebody said, ask her because she used to run, But back in the day, Achimota, they couldn't see Jama. So when you are running, they'll say she is running, she has won.
No. They'll say, where's school?
When was she Jama and shaking the dish?
No, we didn't do any of those things.
Mr. Agyeman Rawlings running and winning, and instead of Ashanti woman, instead of Mumboni, like the charismatic preachers, oh, that's good. But
Yeah.
so up to O level in Achimota School, did you go back for sixth form in Achimota?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. And became a prefect of one of the halls. And no halls, what do they call it? Houses.
Houses.
Kingsley
Which house?
House. Kingsley.
Kingsley. That's house 19.
I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Well, it was on
Kingsley.
the main compound.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think it's still
place.
Kingsley House.
Yeah, still, of course, it's still.
But the three houses, I don't think they will ever change the names because these were the three major teachers. Mary Slezar, Mary Clark, and Mary Kingsley.
Okay.
Were all in.
So, which courses did you choose when you go back to sixth form?
To the sixth form. Originally, I was a science student because I did science for my O level.
O level, okay.
Yeah. But in Achimota, they did not allow you to become a pure science student. You have to do some literature, and you know, so you become an all-round person, either literature, geography. You do some of those things as well. So by the time you get to the sixth form, even if you want to do science, you are well-rounded with the other subjects as well. It's a bit embarrassing because when I was in lower sixth, I chose to do science as well. And the teacher took us, I think, twice to the morgue, to Kolebu. First, we were supposed to go and look at those who had burns.
Yeah.
And they were explaining to us how they would treat them and all that. It was okay. But then another time we went to the morgue and I'm at the door and he's expecting everybody to go in. So
to enter the mortuary?
Yes, because they're going to show, they were doing something that they wanted us to see. So I stayed at the door and he looked and I was still standing there. He was beckoning me, I was still standing there. So he came to me and said, "You have to come in." I said, "Oh no, I hear there are dead bodies in here, I'm not going." "I'm not coming." He said, "You have to." I said, "No."
Wow.
I mean, between that and, you know, he's kind of told the headmaster, there's no way I can do science.
Yeah, yeah. Because mostly people were doing either engineering or medicine.
Yeah, so
and
I was sent back to the arts class.
So you went to the, were you disappointed?
After term, yes, I was disappointed because I really loved science. So.
Yeah.
But
that was it.
I mean, I can look back and say, no, I wasn't disappointed. But then, at that time,
of course, as
I
a
was
young
very
lady,
sad.
yeah.
But
okay. And so, were you doing any entertainment in school?
As in?
Oh, as in secondary school entertainment.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Achimota School was known and noted for Gilbert and Sullivan Productions, a musical.
Yeah.
And it was started from my father's time when he was in Achimota School. But they were still doing it. And every year, maybe one performance, or maybe every 2 years. And because I was singing in the choir as well, they select people.
Oh, you're singing?
Yeah. In the
school choir?
Yeah.
You still sing?
No. After talking to a lot, no, I can't sing. I still sing to myself, but I wouldn't dare to sing anywhere else.
I was going to trick you into it.
You will simply die.
Methodist hymn? What's your favorite hymn? Favorite? Oh.
Do I have any?
Okay, you don't have. Favorite gospel?
No, you put me on the spot now. I can't even think anymore.
I know.
Okay,
the
let me
feeling.
think of the hymn. I think that I can hum it, but I can't remember.
No, you don't need to do the words, man.
I can't remember I can't sing.
We'll come back to the hymn.
That's the hymn I like.
Okay.
Oh, perfect something.
Okay.
I think that's the.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Oh, perfect love.
Oh, perfect love.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Oh, perfect love. Okay.
You have a good voice. I can't sing at all.
Oh, no, you can't.
Not anymore. Yeah. I went for a voice train. And the lady asked me, pick up this note. She play it, and I got it wrong. Plays it. And then she asked me, do you talk a lot? And I said, yes, this is about, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, maybe more. Then I said, yes, I talk a lot. She said, what do you do? She didn't know me. And I said, I talk to women and encourage them to change their lives and improve their lives. She said, are you still talking? I said, yes, I am. She said, come back when you finish talking. Because talking and singing don't go together.
So it's time to go back. Okay. So what did you leave Achimota with?
A lot of memories. Sports.
Anytime you hear Achimota School, you meet somebody.
Discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline. Number one. Cleanliness.
Yeah.
Orderliness.
Orderliness.
Law and order working. And generally giving you an all-round activity which makes you feel that, okay, you can survive.
But how did your daughter end up in Wesley Girls?
My husband.
Okay, all right. So that's fine. That's fine.
I would have put all of them in Achimota
school. Wow.
But when father goes and promises a headmistress that I'm bringing my daughters here, what do?
That's
End of story.
Okay, so Achimota is done. We'll be getting to KNUST. This is Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, and if you are watching us on Citi TV, you are listening on Citi FM. We'll take a short break. When we come back, right to the gates of KNUST. Stay tuned.
Citi TV is live. On DSTV, go to channel 363. On GoTV, access Citi TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV on your television. Citi TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. Citi TV. It's your world.
Welcome back to the program. This is Footprint, and I'm here with Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings. Actually, she's a former First Lady, just in case you are not Ghanaian and you are watching. Okay. Many years ago. It's been how many years?
It's a long time.
23 years.
Oh gosh.
Madam,
I'm growing old.
Truth, you don't look your age at all.
But I am.
Don't even pretend. You don't look your age.
Well, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, but it's reality. Anyway, so from Achimota School, you had options.
Yeah.
You were born in Cape Coast, so Cape Vast was there.
Yeah.
University of Ghana. Your father was a big man, UAC man. Very well known.
Oh, by this time, he was in GNTC as the managing director.
Actually, people remember him mostly for GNTC
than UAC.
Well, I'm just a young man, but I still remember.
He and Kofi Annan's father.
Oh.
Were the first two blacks in management positions.
Hey, Charlie. You see, young people watching this, you don't know what it means to be GNTC manager. It means you got sardine, you got corned beef, everything for free. Back in the day, it was a big deal. So now you had all the choices. By then, we had only 3 main universities. How did you end up with KNUST? Because Legon was close. Achimota School, Legon next door.
My applications were to both Legon and KNUST. In Legon, I opted with some coercion from my uncle to do economics, because I did economics in the 6th form.
Okay.
Yeah. And before the new students, what do they call it? The new ones was to get into Legon. There was some problem.
The matriculation thing?
No, we hadn't even entered.
Oh, okay.
There was a problem.
Oh.
And the students went on strike. The lecturers went on strike.
Which year was this? Remember?
1970.
So 60
68.
Yeah,
Yeah. 68, 69.
Okay.
68, 69 academic year.
All right.
Yeah. And that's 69, 70. Anyway, that time they had this, I don't know what it was about.
Yeah.
But there was a lot
disrupted academic
education.
activity, yeah.
And kids went on rampage, lecturers, blah, blah, blah. So the universities were closed. And when the universities were closed, I think it may have been during the time of the Kotoka Afifa era,
yeah.
I think, or just after.
Okay.
Or maybe the beginning of the
So this will be between 68 and 69, thereabouts. Yeah.
Yes. So, so we stayed at home. Because they had sent those who were there home anyway. So where
you
still
didn't travel out?
I was going to, because my dad then said, well, since you want to do economics, I have been to the College of, I think the London School of Economics.
Okay, LSE.
So I've spoken to them and they are prepared to accept you.
Straight.
So I'm traveling, you come with me and I put you in school. I was very excited. So the day before leaving or something, or 2 days before, he asked me to go and say goodbye to my uncle in Legon, his brother, and another uncle who was an architect also there, his two brothers, that I was leaving because it was right so to do, to say goodbye to family.
Yeah.
So I did. So I said goodbye to the architect, and then I went to Legon to say goodbye to the economists. Then he asked me, where are you going to? And I said, oh, I'm going with him. I just quoted what my dad had said. He said, no, I don't think you should go anywhere. I said, you're not my dad. He said, what's he saying? I mean, literally, I could have had a slap. I had to take a few steps back. Yeah.
Every uncle is a father.
Yes. And then he said, in tree, hey, enjoy me no akwa didi omo maye. Wo de ba odwan ba akoso kokan ho. Because my oldest sister was in Geneva studying, my brother was in London studying, and they were not back. And he called me the third sheep, and that I think it's upset me. It was just a
you were
saying.
too young.
I was young. I didn't understand that it was an expression.
Yeah.
So I was very, very angry. And of course, then he admonished me and so on. He said, go and sit in your car and go. I'll talk to your father myself. And in the car, I was happily saying, you don't know, my bags are even packed.
Thank you.
In the car, not in front of him, in case I get a slap.
Yeah.
So I get home, and my mom is asking me, so have you said your goodbye? I said yes. He said, okay, hurry up and, have everything packed because you're going to leave in 2 days. And my dad comes from work and says, my uncle is coming for them to have a discussion over this trip. So literally, it was like she's got entry into tech. She applied for architecture, she's got it. She applied for economics, she's got it. Okay, Legon is on strike. But let her go to tech. Why do you want to go and spend money on a third sheep? That really irritated me because he continued to call us sheep.
Yeah.
But I should have understood that it was just a figure of speech. Yeah. But I was young and I thought, oh, are you calling us sheep? So they asked me to go upstairs and then the adults discussed among themselves. My mom came up very upset. She said, you know what? You're going to pack and go to tech. What? Anyway, beginning. So I got into a vehicle with my uncle. He literally physically took me because I was late getting to tech. I was about 2 weeks late or a month late, I can't remember. And so he had to go with me to the, he's a university person, so he understood the nuances. So he took me and got them to put me back in architecture.
So which faculty?
It was supposed to be architecture. Then my uncle left in that whole same night or the next morning. I can't even remember anymore. I think the next morning. Yeah. And then in the morning when I knew that for sure he had left, I went back to the registry and I said I wanted to change the course. I'm not going to do it because my uncle had said I should go there and Diganos, who was the registrar, would show me where the architecture faculty was. So I went there and I said, oh, I want to change my course.
To what?
Then he said, no, I know your uncle well. He told me X, Y, Z. And I said, no, he's discussed with me. I've told him I prefer to do art. He said, what? I said, yeah, I want to do art, design work.
Yeah.
Okay, go and call your uncle. I said, oh, he left this morning.
So you changed to...
I changed. And then he actually facilitated it.
Okay.
Diganos, he facilitated it, called the architecture faculty and said they should cancel me out because I wasn't coming anymore. And then facilitated for me to go to the art faculty. And
wow.
so that's what I did, fine arts.
Yeah.
And I did graphics design
or painting?
Graphics.
You did graphics?
Yeah, but you have to do all the 6 or 7 before you can.
Yeah.
And then
so when you
English
got
literature.
there, who was the dean?
Wow.
You remember?
A white guy.
Yeah, there was a white guy.
Yeah, Mr.
He was there like forever, man.
Yeah. Yeah, forgotten his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you remember some of the lecturers in the faculty of
yes.
art at the time?
There was Dr. Glover.
That's Dr. Ablade Glover.
Ablade Glover.
Yeah.
There was Mr. Tay, Apote, I think he was called, or Akpo Tay.
Yeah. Okay.
There were 3 white guys. I can't remember the names now. There was a head of photography.
Okay.
And then the head of textile.
Okay. So at the time, BA Art was 4 years, right?
It was 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
And when you got there...
But you had to do it with English language.
Of course.
History of art.
Communication, yeah.
And the history of whatever subject you're doing. I think history of graphics or whatever. Yeah.
So you met some of your old mates from Achimota School?
Those...
Not in the art
at least
faculty,
one.
but
at least one
on
of
UST
them.
campus?
At the UST campus, yes, I met some. I think it's difficult for me to remember.
Because you're an athlete, so you'll be known like that. So Nana Konadu is here.
Hey!
Just watch baby.
I did meet a number of people. I'm trying to remember because of my close relationship with those who were in Legon because of sports.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of fussed in there whether they were in Legon or they were in Tech or Campus. Yeah,
I can understand.
Because Bugri and all Bugri was the best athlete.
Okay.
In Achimota School.
Right.
But he was way ahead of me. When I was in Form 4, I think it was in Upper 6.
Oh, okay.
But I think he did either medicine.
Okay. So Tech, what was life like in KNUST?
Fantastic.
Fantastic?
Fantastic.
Wow.
Well, I had never lived away from home. So there was, except for Achimota School, but your mom can come any day. And they were so strict in Achimota School.
So which year would this be?
Talking about
1970?
69.
Okay.
69, 70 academic year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fresher.
Charlie. No, it was cool because never had I felt so much freedom. Where I can sleep when I want.
Now you're an adult.
Yeah. And of course, getting there the first time was a bit difficult because Tech is a huge compound, you know that.
Yeah.
And it was not easy
to navigate. You know.
Yes. But once you got it, you were okay. And the young men were more civil than those who were in Legon at the time. I don't know about now.
No, it's still the same. It's always the same.
They were
yesterday, right?
Yeah. Oh, you went there, right?
I think so. I went there properly.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying that, if you got lost and you saw anybody, you could ask, I'm trying to get to this faculty or that hall, but I think I'm lost. They'll literally take you there and say, this is the place, and leave you.
I don't know if the men can say the same thing. I ask for a woman, if you see a man, you ask for, even if he's going here, you say, oh, baby, I'll call the one, I'm going to continue.
they were very polite and didn't insult ladies the way it was being done in Legon.
So, which were some of the halls in your time? Apart, of course, Africa was there.
Africa Hall. Africa Hall, even the top floor was empty.
You were in Africa Hall?
I was in Africa Hall.
Yeah.
We were only in Africa Hall.
The ladies?
Yeah. There were not that many women. Yeah, we were not that many. There was Queen's Hall, Unity Hall,
Republic
Hall, University Hall, which was, I think, Katanga.
Katanga, yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, yeah. Wow. And you had friends in all the halls?
Yeah, but I didn't visit.
Yeah, but they were visiting you.
Yeah, they were visiting. That was fine.
Of course, that's the regular one, Charlie. See people trekking to Africa Hall as if there's a conference.
There was toffee sitting there for them to come and eat the toffee.
So you made new friends in tech.
A lot.
Remember some of them?
Yes, Gudi Azu. Some of them have died and all that, but yeah.
I mean, those who became your very good friends.
My best friend was Sarah Dagger. She did pharmacy. And through her, because I was so asthmatic, through her, I controlled my asthma. Because she would tell me, this will not be good for you. Don't eat this one. Don't take this one. She helped me a lot.
Oh, wow.
And she's now Mrs. Honey.
Mrs. Honey?
Honey, in Cape Coast.
Wow.
She's still a pharmacist.
Whoa.
Always looking young. And
she's your friend, of course.
Yes, she is my friend. And some of them have died.
Yeah.
There were a number of Nigerians there as well.
Oh, okay.
Because they came to do engineering and architecture and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So, Faculty of Arts, Africa Hall, what kind of social activities were you involved in?
Unless it wasn't fun, I would be there. Anything that was fun.
Were you doing hall weeks at the time?
Yeah. We were doing hall weeks because it was compulsory.
But Africa Hall Week was boring though. At the time when I was there.
You obviously went at a wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, Queens was it at the
Queens.
time. Yeah.
They were the Mumu people. Queens.
Well, we changed it actually. We changed it.
Okay.
And later, I heard Republic Hall took over. So yes.
Okay. But I mean, I remember when we got there, it was kind of dull.
Yeah.
And our year and the year after us.
Correct.
We were the excitable ones. So we thought,
you brought life to the place.
Let's change things. Let's have a fashion show. And the older ones were like, what? No, we don't do that here. And we're like, no, we're going to have a fashion show. And the head of the JCR,
yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but she said, then you will organize it because some of us don't have time for this. And we said, okay, we'll do it. So she put us in a group and we organized it. And my goodness, that year we had so much money.
That's it.
All the guys came to watch the fashion show. And you pay to enter.
That's it. But how about, so first year, second year, in your third, you were involved in student politics?
Yes, from the
Faculty
second year.
Or SRC?
No, SRC, and then later Nooks as well.
Okay, tell me about SRC. I found SRC very boring in university.
Well, maybe
Nooks, yes, but SRC I thought it was much ado about nothing. It was,
obviously things were okay for you. Because there were things that students could get the Vice Chancellor to do in a very nice way without confrontation.
All right.
And a lot of students, for example, let me give you one example that actually helped students not to go out so much. Having a nightclub on the compound so that students will not go to town, you know.
So you did that?
Yes.
Where was the nightclub?
The students' club, the nightclub.
Where was it located?
It was between the art faculty and Africa Hall.
Oh yeah, the rural art area. That's small
just before
corner.
you get to the rural art.
Yeah, that's
there.
joint. Yeah.
And
actually did there. Yeah.
the Vice Chancellor said, well, if you can find an empty
space,
house, because some of the lecturers had moved to the newer places.
Oh, okay.
I'll have it renovated for a nightclub.
Hey.
Yeah.
Who
so we had
was,
a band. It was Dr. It was Dr. Oh, Evans Amfom.
Amfom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was very forward-looking.
Yeah. Very, very,
He
very,
was.
very.
He was easy to deal with.
Yeah.
He
Not
was a listener.
like that. Yeah,
he would advise us, and we would never do anything to disgrace him, because he, gelled with us,
right.
and would treat us as his own children, and almost once every month, he would invite us to his house.
Who's us? The executive?
The executive.
Okay.
Of the SRC.
Okay.
So
which office were you holding then?
I was holding the, first I was Deputy Secretary for the SRC, then I became the Secretary to the SRC,
wow.
Then I became something else. I forgotten what it was. Yeah.
Tell me, when you were Deputy Secretary, who was the SRC President?
It was PV Obing.
Oh, Paul Victor Obing.
Yes.
When you were Deputy?
No, there was somebody there before PV.
Okay.
There was somebody, when I was Secretary, PV was the
President?
President, yes.
Oh, okay. So you knew each other from school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tech. Yeah.
You haven't heard many of this side of Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, but we'll take a break here because there definitely will be another episode to continue with our conversation. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Samuel Atamensa. It's been The Footprint.